Hi everyone, it's Gabby with Support Local Businesses. Today I have Karl Moser from Infinity Power Washing. Hi Karl, how are you?
Hey Gabby, how are you? Doing great today.
I'm good. Enjoying the weather today?
Oh yeah, it's excellent out. Don't have a single complaint about it. Actually, perfect weather for any outdoors.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Okay,
what we're shooting
so
for.
it is. So tell us a little bit about your business. How you got started.
Okay. So I've been in residential services for I would say combined maybe 5, 6 years. Recently got into power washing. We've been established in business for about going on our second year now. Having great results. Love the great feedback we get from our customers and everything. So kind of just the satisfaction from that is kind of what got me into the niche and pretty much sealed the deal for me, at least. Just seeing the smile at the end of the job and everybody being happy, it's a neat feeling.
Good. So explain to me kind of what you do day to day with your job.
Okay, so we have a variety of services. Sometimes, one day we might be doing like an apartment complex. Go there, get there maybe 6 a.m., wash a couple buildings. That might take us maybe a few days, depending on the size of it. Some days we'll do residential washing, which is where we just go to a couple houses, knock out a couple house washes in a day. Typically, house wash takes about an hour and a half, maybe, if it has any type of surface cleanings like your driveway brightening. um, Add on, it depends on how big the driveway is or patio and such things like that. But we do generally renews your property, so takes it back to that pre-listing time when you bought it, and just kind of revamps everything for you. So it's pretty neat. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. Sometimes we're expanding into like fleet washing. So if you have a Louisville trucking business out there that you don't have your fleet washing figured out yet, or your maintenance or cleaning services, you can be sure to give us a call at Infinity Power Washing, and reach out to us. We have a great system we use. It's a two-step process on houses, and we also provide that for fleets. So it might be something people are interested in.
Yeah. Now, is it just like the exterior of homes or do you do some kind of sanitation on the inside?
Okay, that's a great question. So with all of these infections and everything going around, it kind of raised an eyebrow to us as far as there's an industry that kind of needs to be expanded on a little bit. We kind of take for granted and don't think about our everyday germs and our common flu viruses. So we've began introducing like a disinfection on the inside of your homes or any type of properties, using like a list N disinfectant on the EPA list recommended to kill harmful viruses, pathogens such as COVID, and another one, norovirus. I feel like it's something that needs to be done a little more common, especially when it comes to maybe flu seasons, things like that. Be done in your daycares, or someone has a sick day at work, you call us, we'll come in and be sure to disinfect the area and try to, what we call it, infection prevention, and try to take care of the community and that such as well. Just raising a little awareness in that realm. People are kind of catching on to it, but it's hit or miss here. I think it's a newer thing that um, will slowly be highlighted over next couple months or so.
Right. That kind of leads to my next question. Are you all still working during the COVID, the craziness that's going on right now?
Yeah, so they have all this essential workers and everything like that. The way that I look at it is we've done even a few playgrounds go around. We use a disinfectant soap whenever we do the homes, and that's kind of what rids it of algae. All we do is add another soap to it, and we can disinfect for germs and things like that or microbials. So, for instance, a couple weeks ago, we were on a apartment complex, and we did a playground because I noticed while we were there, a lot of kids playing on it, and that's just something that we kind of need to be a little more aware of, because you never know, they're going to sweat or maybe they sneeze on their hand and touch it, and it's just more about just kind of opening your eyes and understanding, kind of where I'm at with it and what we do here. I want to make sure our community is safe.
That does kind of open your eyes when you think about it. Oh my gosh, kid just sneezed and now it's everywhere.
Right,
Right.
right. So it's something that, I mean, we're all guilty of it, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say I wash my hands every single time I touch the doorknob, you know,
Right,
but that thing probably has numerous germs on it.
right.
So just something to kind of, you know, maybe take your shoes off when you go in your house, type of thing
Okay.
that we should probably get accustomed to. But anyways,
Yeah. Now, I remember at the beginning you were saying it's kind of gratifying for you to see the results, you know. Can you like explain more onto that?
okay. So with a lot of things that you see in your general, you know, service industry or maybe construction or remodeling, it's not an instant change. So whenever I go onto a project and maybe, you know, talking to the homeowner or the property owner, talking to them about how we can do a concrete brightening service for them, it's almost as if they don't really understand the difference it's going to make, you know. And whenever you get it going and you start doing the actual work, you almost leave, I consider it almost a bread trail. You can see where you've been and where you haven't. It's a defining moment in the job, and it's just immediate satisfaction while you're doing the job. And then not only it's just seeing it as a visual, just makes me get the job done. And it's one of those things where that combined with, you know, the happy client after the job is done, that just, it's one of those things where it's not really work because you love what you do. You know, you're satisfying yourself while you're working, and then at the end of it, you have a happy client. And there's nothing better than that at the end of the day, in my
I see that. I'd feel like it'd be really satisfying to see, you know, the beginning to the end and how much it really does change, like you said.
Yes, it's instant. So one common thing, though, I would have to say is there's a misconception out there as far as with power washing. We use actually professional commercial equipment. It's a lot different than what you go to and get Home Depot, you
Right.
know, pressure washer. That's going to be the guys that come through and potentially tear up your sidings, maybe splinter your wood decks if you have them, removing stains and things like that. People that use too much pressure can sometimes damage things unknowingly, whereas we just do more of a two-step process, gallons per minute type of pump versus the pressure behind it. It's a lot
Mm,
safer and gets the job done efficiently.
okay. So if a potential customer was wanting to reach out to you, how would they be able to do that?
Okay. Well, with, you know, everything that's going on right now, generally you'll find us, you know, anywhere in your community. We'll be talking. We might be on the job site. We see you outside. We're gonna say, hey. But right now we're kind of doing a user-friendly, non-face-to-face interactions. You can find us on Facebook at Infinity Power Washing LLC. You can email us at infinitypowerwashingllc@gmail.com. We're on Instagram. If you have one of those, Mr.infinity_409. Find us on there. But other than that, you can give us a call at 502-645-5293 or 812-736-2700. We'll get back to you as soon as we can to help you with your proper property renewal needs.
Well, thank you again, Carl. I'm with Karl Moser from Infinity Power Washing. Thank you so much for sitting down and letting us get to know you a little bit. I really appreciate it.
Hey, and you know what, Gabby, I definitely appreciate your time, and hopefully this gives people a little insight on, you know, a local business that's out there, you know, working and that they might potentially need their services for.
That's right.
So
Thank
I
you.
definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
Toodles.
welcome.